Gentlemen, our job here is to rank all the most powerful anime characters in existence. So can I count on you too?
You can count on me, Obama, but I'm not so sure about Sleepy Joe over there.
Okay, Mr. One-Term President.
Guys, we have a very important task to accomplish here. So first character we have to rank is Goku. Where are we going to put him, guys?
Ain't nobody beating Goku, just like how Donald ain't ever going to beat me in a presidential election. So with that, I'd have to put him in S tier.
Even though Goku is an idiot, just like Joey Numbnuts there, I would also have to agree with him. And just for your information, the only reason I lost was because it was obviously rigged, Joe. Anyways, what about you, Obama? Where do you put Goku?
Ain't nobody beating Goku.
Could you stop saying that? Anyways, I would also put Goku in S tier as well. He just has too many forms, just keeps getting ridiculously strong each new installment. All right, next we have Saitama.
Saitama is an easy S tier for me and by far the strongest anime character in existence.
You take that back, you son of a bitch.
Saitama would clap Goku any day of the week, and you know it.
I already told you nobody can beat him.
All it would take is one punch.
What?
Hey, I know this has been a hot debate for years, but I think it's safe to say Saitama would also be an easy S tier as well.
I also agree, but Saitama would still beat him.
Goku is the truth.
Okay, whatever. Moving on, we have Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D's nuts in your face, Biden.
Shut up.
You wish Cheeto Jesus.
You take that back. I love Cheetos.
This is why I asked if I could count on you guys before we even started.
Fat ass.
Come on, Joe.
All right, Monkey D. Luffy is pretty damn strong, especially with his new Form Gear 5 and his power of changing his imagination into reality. Just like how Creepy Joe wishes he could imagine a couple of young girls he could sniff right now. But I would give him a high A tier, maybe low S tier.
You can imagine D's nuts on your face.
Joe, you can't turn around and use the same joke I basically used on you.
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way, Joe.
Well, whatever, you stupid orange peel, but if I had to rank him, I would give him B tier because Luffy is always getting his ass kicked the entire show.
Did you actually watch the show or just turn that shit on to fall asleep at night, Sleepy Joe?
Luffy does lose a lot of fights, but he wins way more fights, so with his unique fighting style and his Gum Gum Fruit power and his new power boost, I would put him in S tier, so if we meet in the middle, he will be A tier. Now for Naruto Uzumaki.
Naruto is definitely overpowered, but I don't think he could take on the GOAT Luffy, so I would put him at B tier.
Naruto would definitely fold Luffy. All he would have to do is drag his ass into the ocean, and Naruto could just walk away since he can walk on water. So I vote to put him in S tier.
Bullshit, Joe. Luffy has mastered 3 types of haki. There ain't no way he's going to be able to do that. He isn't even close to Luffy's destructive power and stamina.
I would say that it would be a pretty good fight if he fought against Luffy because he has more tools in his arsenal in terms of a fight than Luffy does, especially with his shadow clone, so I'm going to also put him in A tier.
I bet you only put him there because he can use sexy jutsu.
Yeah, you're one to talk, but it is a powerful technique. If he didn't use sexy jutsu versus Kaguya, they would have lost.
That actually is true, but we all know that wouldn't work against Luffy, especially after he met Boa Hancock. Even if Naruto had to use Baryon mode, I think Luffy would be able to withstand it if he can survive beatings like he did from Katakuri. Let's say Baryon mode runs out, he still has a ridiculous amount of chakra, even though he would lose Kurama and probably still put up a good fight. But in terms of the stamina game, I don't think he would last. But if we take all of our choices and meet in the middle again, Naruto is also going to be A tier. Next we have Ichigo Kurosaki. Where do we put him, my nakamas?
Ichigo is pretty badass, but still when I think about him compared to Goku, who can destroy a planet with ease if he wanted to, I would also put him in the same tier with the rest of the big 3.
I would actually have to agree with you, Donald, with his Horn of Salvation plus True Bankai using his Shinigami, Hollow, and Quincy powers all together. I still don't think he would have a chance in hell versus Goku, but I also think he does deserve A tier as well.
Even though he is getting incredibly strong, I also would put in A tier. Okay, time to rank my boy Gojo. Man is literally untouchable, just like me during my presidency.
That's highly debatable, Barack. Besides, Joe, you had to have been the worst president in U.S. history. Also, please don't drone strike me.
Sorry, Donald, but we already have a lock on your location, so after we finish this tier list, it's checkmate.
What the fuck, you son of a bitch?
I'm just kidding. I don't take one-term presidents seriously.
Guys, can we get back to the tier list? I actually want to go get my chocolate chip ice cream cone once we finish this list, so the sooner the better.
Joe is right. I got a drone strike to order after this.
Damn it, Obama.
Okay, I'm done joking, but as I was saying, my man Gojo has got to be S tier.
Gojo is definitely ranked up there. I don't know how a fight against Saitama or Goku would go with how his infinity works, but he doesn't have the destructive power those two have as far as what we have seen, but the man can still do some serious damage. All the characters we have in A tier would probably lose in a 1v1 fight versus Gojo.
Yeah, the amount of curse techniques we still don't know about still leave a lot of unanswered questions. And the fact that Gojo said he would still beat Sukuna even if he was at full power. From what I've seen, I would also put him S tier.
Into S tier he goes. Next up, Deku, the new wielder of One for All.
Why the hell is this little bitch on this tier list?